It's that time. My Empties bin is quite full. I'm going to share with you guys all of the skincare and hair care products I have finished up throughout the summer and kind of months leading up to summer. Now, as usual, I do my sunscreen empties video completely separate, so make sure you stay tuned for that because I finished a lot of sunscreen over the past several months as well. The Pyeongchang Yule Black Tea Time Reverse Eye Patches. These came in one of the Korean Advent calendars. I adore these. They are very hydrating. They're very moisturizing. I don't believe they have any fragrance. There's definitely no scent to them. They're fun to do. They just plump up the skin around the eyes temporarily through their moisturizing ingredients. Great if you keep these in the refrigerator. They're very hydrating. I don't remember how many you got in here, but I was doing these pretty much every day, and it lasted me several months. Y'all, this is gonna be a skincare favorite of 2023. Just wait for it. Tree Hut Shave Oil. These are so underrated. This is a watermelon scent. I currently am using the birthday cake scent, which basically just smells like vanilla, but the watermelon is wonderful. Very moisturizing, doesn't clog up your razor. It's an oil, but it's not greasy. It has niacinamide in it, which, you know, pops up and everything. I love niacinamide. It's good for the moisture barrier. The fragrance on this, the watermelon one, it's a very nice watermelon scent. It doesn't linger though. So like when you rinse it off and you get out of the shower, you don't really smell like watermelon. Speaking of shaving products, those of you who like to dance on into the Dollar Tree like I do, check this out. I have seen this many times in the Dollar Tree and I always talk about it. I talk about the ingredients, but I finally tried it out and this is underrated. It is a shave cream, I guess, but it's more like a lotion consistency. Has a nice scent. It's not headache inducing or anything. Super moisturizing. Again, doesn't clog up the razor. I've never used the EOS product that it is inspired by, but why would I? This is great. $1.25. Yeah, definitely pick this up next time you're in there and give it a try. It's good. I mean, $1.25 these days, take what you can get. This I finished up, fortunately, because it expired this month, September 2023. This is the Cetaphil Eczema Restoraderm Soothing Moisturizer. Now, this has colloidal oatmeal, which is a great skin protectant. It has ceramides in it and filaggrin. Those are things that are important for the skin barrier, and in people who have atopic dermatitis, they're often deficient or have abnormal amounts of those, and that is part of what leads to barrier abnormalities, increase in transepidermal water loss, and flares of atopic dermatitis. And using moisturizers with these ingredients can help the skin in improving production of those and ultimately help with barrier recovery. I really like this, and their Flare Up Relief Cream is so good. It's really, really thick. Speaking of moisturizers, this is their new Healing Sensitive line. It can be used on the face, the body. It has urea in it, which is great for softening dry skin as well as hydrating. It has oat kernel extract, which has avenanthromides, antioxidants that come from oats that help with the moisture barrier. Those of you who do not tolerate niacinamide, this does not have niacinamide. It can be used on the face and on the body. Fragrance-free moisturizer, I'm telling you, the consistency of this is great. It's thick, it's rich, but it's not greasy. This is something that was sent to me in PR. It's the Sunday Riley Good Genes. This is a lactic acid treatment. It is okay. I didn't think it was anything to write home about. It did a good job helping to soften and smooth the skin on my face, as lactic acid does, but honestly, I didn't find it to be much different than any other lactic acid product. It has lemongrass extract in it, which may have some anti-inflammatory properties, but it's also fragrance, so if you're allergic, I would avoid. While I found that this helped smooth out the skin surface and was a good lactic acid product otherwise, I had the hardest time keeping this away from my upper lip. I would put petroleum jelly there, as I always do, to serve as a barrier, but inevitably some of this would end up making its way right here in the Cupid's bow and giving me the worst little patch of irritation, and it almost looked like I had a cold sore whenever I used this. So I would not go out of my way to repurchase it. I mean, I didn't purchase it, it was gifted to me, but yeah, this was not so great. This is the Som by Me Beta Panthenol Repair Gel Cleanser. I really enjoyed this. It's not really a gel though. Milky, it's silky. I didn't really get gel from this, but it gets the job done. This whole line is actually pretty decent. Another eczema moisturizer. This one's from Gold Bond, also with colloidal oatmeal like the Cetaphil one. This is another great one. Like the Cetaphil one, this has ceramides. It does not have the filaggrin, but it also has magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. That is a stable form of vitamin C that may help combat oxidative stress at the skin surface. And it also has panthenol in it again, which is moisturizing and helps with skin elasticity. Can't say enough good things about the Hydro Boost Hydrating Gel Cleanser. This is one of my favorites. Fragrance free. It's really good as a second step in a double cleanse. It's good if you like to wash your face in the morning. And it's got hyaluronic acid in it, which helps with moisture retention. So it helps cut down on dryness that one might experience after cleansing. It's really nice. This is probably my favorite gel cleanser by far. It gets the job done. I've gone through multiple bottles of it. I finished a bottle of the Timeless CoQ10 serum. CoQ10 or ubiquinone is an antioxidant. It helps in theory to cut down on oxidative stress. It's lipid loving, so it gets into the skin relatively easily, provided it's stable in the formula, which is one of those things that we'll never really know. And so, you know, it's great. It also has matrixyl in it, which is 2 peptides that allegedly help with preserving collagen integrity. Pretty emollient. It has a skin softening effect. I really like it. For the price, it is a good value. You don't need very much. I do 3 drops. It also has hyaluronic acid and glycerin. What was it? Last year, I reviewed all of their serums for you guys, and this is one that I have continued to repurchase time and time again. It's become timeless for me. A note about this though, it does kind of separate a little bit, so you may want to mix it up a little bit, give it a little shaky shake before using it. Back to the DT. This is one that I got and used a lot in my travels. It's not, what is it called? The Watermelon Coconut Oil Cleanser. It's kind of like a gel. It's sort of messy. This packaging is very unwieldy. The consistency of the product is like almost like too gelatinous, and so it makes it a little hard. It markets itself as a cleansing face balm, so I was thinking it was going to be more of a solid, like a cleansing balm. It's not. It's just like take your typical gel cleanser or liquid cleanser and add more thickener to it, and that is what this is. Would I repurchase this again? I actually would, simply because it's very travel friendly, and travel sizes of things are expensive. It gets the job done, and it also does a pretty decent job taking off makeup, albeit it kind of stings a bit around the eyes, especially if it gets in your eye. But yeah, I was not disappointed with that. Speaking of travel, I finished up my travel tube of the Cetaphil moisturizing cream. This is really, really good. Highly recommend. This is a great travel option because you can use it on the face and the body. It's really thick. It has panthenol, niacinamide, and it has sweet almond oil in it, as well as sunflower seed oil. Yeah, this is really good. The Cetaphil moisturizers, they're underrated. I don't find that Cetaphil moisturizers let me down ever. They're good. Very recently, I finished up the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Cleansing Balm, and this I really liked. Aside from the fragrance, which I did not care for, it does come with a little scoop. It gets the job done. It's a really nice cleansing balm, and you get a good amount of the product in here. It has hyaluronic acids, ceramides, peptides, pleasant to use aside from the fragrance. Emulsifies easily. I actually prefer this to the CeraVe cleansing balm if you're going to go with like a drugstore brand cleansing balm, because the packaging I prefer. The CeraVe cleansing balm gets on my nerves. The label kind of peels up, and the consistency of this is a lot more luxurious. It's silkier. It spreads on the skin a little bit easier. The CeraVe one is just ever so slightly a bit clumpy, and smells like butter, which is kind of fun, but I don't know. This is a nicer experience than the CeraVe one, I have to say. Give it a try. It is not bad. So this is one that is a must for me. I go through bottles of this pretty much every season. This is the Skin Smart Antimicrobial Spray. This one says face, but honestly, all of their products are basically the same product with, you know, different indications. But what this is a hypochlorous acid spray, and that can help cut down on the bacteria on the skin surface that would break down sweat and cause body odor. It can also be helpful for cutting down on flares of acne related to getting sweaty and the sweat irritating the skin. It's also can be helpful for people who have atopic dermatitis. They're frequently colonized by staph bacteria that flares the atopic dermatitis. This can help cut down on that. So I love using this if I get sweaty and, you know, I'm out somewhere and I can't, you know, immediately remove the sweat, which is par for the course living here. You are either in the air conditioning, freezing cold. If you have to go outside for more than 3 seconds, you are going to be covered in sweat here, especially in August. And you cannot constantly be going into the shower every 2 minutes. So yeah, like I said, it's a cross between freezing in the AC or being soaking wet, sweating, and boiling out in the heat of the summer here. But this is really helpful because, you know, you can't always be taking a shower, but it helps cut down on breakdown of that sweat by the bacteria that will lead to body odor. It's cleansing. Have this on hand. It's really handy. Like if you go to a workout class, yoga, you get all sweaty, then you drive home or take the train home or whatever, spray yourself down with this before. It will help cut down on the irritation from the sweat. It's really good. I go through a bottle of this at least every season. I finished the vast majority of this Moroccanoil styling cream. I absolutely 100%, 10 out of 10 recommend this. I adore it. I love putting it on my hair after you get out of the shower while the hair is still just a little bit damp but fully dry. It really keeps my hair glossy, shiny, manageable. There's a bit left, but it's actually beyond the Best Buy opening date. I've been using it way longer than 12 months and it's good within 12 months of opening. So I'm ready to move on from this bottle, but this product is really good. It does have fragrance, as do most hairstyling products. The fragrance is nice. I rather enjoy it. I also finished up the Paula's Choice Hyaluronic Acid Plus Peptides Lip Booster. Loved this. Very moisturizing. I like using this before going to bed at night. It's got shea butter in it. It's pretty moisturizing. The peptide in it allegedly is going to get in and help with, you know, like collagen production and whatnot. Anyway, it's very moisturizing. In the realm of hair care, I also finished up the Dove Derma series, Zinc Pyrithione shampoo and conditioner. Really liked these. Took me a while to make my way through these. I like to use an anti-dandruff shampoo a few times a week, 1 to 2 times a week. Lather it to the scalp, let it sit on there for a few minutes, and then rinse it out. It cuts down on that little yeast, Malassezia, that can be very inflammatory, contributes to dandruff, and if you have seborrheic dermatitis on the face, especially if you have an oilier skin type, it can aggravate that. Using the anti-dandruff shampoos on the scalp can actually end up helping the facial eruption as well. But unfortunately, you know, a lot of anti-dandruff shampoos, they can be on the drying side. These are really nice. I don't know why, you know, I don't really find that the conditioner with zinc pyrithione is necessary for me because I only put conditioner on my strands. But if you have a drier scalp or a hair texture that needs a lot of deep conditioning up closer to the roots, then you would probably really benefit from this as well. So these are great products. Both the shampoo and conditioner have shea butter and coconut oil, which are really moisturizing for the strands. Very good. All right, and last but not least, another shampoo and conditioner duo that took me a long time to go through, but this is a repurchase for me, as one of my hairs is stuck there on it. These are from Drunk Elephant. They're Cocamino glossing shampoo and the conditioner. These are really nice, moisturizing. I don't know though that they are necessarily worth the price point, but I do really like my hair the way it looks when I use these. Glossy, smooth, silky, manageable. They're good products. They don't have any fragrance, although they have sweet almond oil and there's a very strong aroma of sweet almond oil to them. But one thing I really like about these and the Ordinary's shampoo and conditioner is the packaging. This packaging is great for your shower. That just doesn't take up a lot of space. All right, you guys, that wraps up the hair care and skincare empties for the past several months. Make sure you stay tuned for my sunscreen empties. I'm gonna film it right now and it will go up later. But if you guys enjoy empties videos, on the end slate, I will put my last empties video from everything that I finished up over the spring of 2023. So you can look back and see what I went through. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.